Today's Shop Black Star Marketplace features the resurgence of a pioneering name in black cosmetics. Once regarded as the first large-scale black-owned cosmetics company, Fashion Fair is recognized for being the first major cosmetics brand to offer a diverse range of makeup shades specifically designed for women of color. Fashion Fair was initially conceived by Eunice Johnson, the wife of John H. Johnson, founder of Ebony Magazine and Johnson Publications, to cater to the beauty needs of black women. Although the brand faced challenges and was on the brink of closure, it was revitalized by Desiree Rogers, a name we know well, the company's new CEO and co-owner. Sister Rogers joins us now. Welcome to the Black Star Network and Roland Martin Unfiltered. Sister Desiree.
How you doing there?
Oh,
good to be here.
We are so happy. I tell you, there's an elder here who's one of Malcolm X's lieutenants who worked for the Johnsons for many years, Peter Bailey, who used to work with Miss Eunice Johnson back in the 50s.
Wow.
With the Fashion Fair. And of course, those of us who are of a certain age, I didn't know anything about the Fashion Fair, but all I knew was when you opened up Ebony Magazine and saw all these cities and all these beautiful black women and all of this stuff going on, it was like, this is like the traveling black excellence show, and somebody take me to the Fashion Fair. So please, to see these products, and we have some of them here with us right now on the table, please walk us through, after your long and distinguished career, as your long and distinguished career continues to extend, why you got involved with taking one of our most iconic brands and one of the most familiar things in our community, a symbol of community, a symbol of hope, a symbol of black self-determination, economic empowerment, and said, let me jump in here with both feet and revive this. Can you give us a sense of how you got involved?
Well, I have to tell you, I was certainly very surprised when I found out that the brand was in bankruptcy court. And Cheryl McKissick and I were so lucky to have the winning bid and to be able to bring this iconic brand back. So much of our history is, people are trying to wipe away our history, remove our history. Can't be, reading books are a problem now. You hear all of these things. And so I think it's super important that we maintain the iconic businesses and brands that have always been there for us. And so Fashion Fair is over 50 years old. And it was originally created, as you said, by the Johnsons and Eunice Johnson in particular, because models did not have the colors they needed for their skin tones. And so we are continuing that tradition of ensuring that all of our people, black and brown, can easily be matched and their shade is available with very high quality products, dermatologist approved, vegan, cruelty free. So we've completely re-envisioned the line in its glory of the past, let's say.
Yes. And it is interesting because, of course, in its first iterations and as it unfolded over the arc of decades, we thought about women. But I love, one of the things I love is that you've opened it up in terms of even our gender kind of imagination in ways that maybe in the 50s, 60s, or even 70s would have been more of a challenge. But could you talk a little bit about now?
That is for sure. Yeah. Everyone wants to take care of their skin these days, whether they're male, female, or not identifying. And so one of the key products we have is this primer serum, which I actually use every day, whether I'm wearing makeup or not. It gives the moisture back into the skin. It brightens the skin, not lightens, but brightens the skin. And so I think we're at a point in time where people really do want to take care of their skin and in particular their face. We are vain people. We want to look good. We want to look good. And to that I say, we know that the black population spends almost $6.6 billion in beauty. 6.6 billion, and that's 2021. So my data is a little bit old. We spend about 11% on all beauty products. The real key, and I'm happy that you guys are having me on, is to get our people to buy black and to buy from black companies. And so that number is significantly lower than it should be. 2.5% of Black Americans are buying from black companies. And so we've got to change that. We have to invest in our own communities because we know when we do, that money gets invested back to us, whether it's support of educational systems or mentorships or jobs even. Most of the people that work at the company look like me.
It's interesting, and thank you for saying that and putting it in context. read in one of the pieces where you made the comment that black folk who carry a bag should maybe try to hit a threshold target. If you're going to buy black, you don't have to buy everything black, but I think there was a percentage you suggested. Am I remembering that right?
You are correct. I mean, so I think that it should be, probably, 12, 15%. I mean, why not? I mean, I think there's so much history to, us not buying black. What's the quality like? It's almost like brainwashing. Like we think like if we buy, black, it's not the same quality as the Chanel or a Dior. Or people will say to me, well, that brand is so, that brand's old. My grandmother used that brand. And I say, Gucci's old.
Right.
Chanel's old. Dior's old. But families took care of those brands and now they're still thriving. So we've got to begin to think about the brands that have been created by our people and making certain that those brands extend another 100 years.
Indeed.
And so less criticism and more trying brands, looking at them, touching, feeling them. And, I think if you touch and feel our brands, I mean, I'm pretty confident you're going to fall in love.
No question.
I certainly have fallen in love with them, and I think I look pretty good.
Well, there's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. Desiree. I'm sitting here with the blush duo, the lipstick. Let's see, we have here as well the liquid foundation. See, you got me. You got me. Like, wait, can I put this on?
Liquid luxury. That's what we're calling it. And we don't name any of our brands by number. I think you have Honey, I'm Fabulous.
Yes, Honey, I'm Fabulous.
A Bad Bisque is another name. Mahogany Hottie. So we try to have fun with these names and really salute, our community. I mean, the summer face can be super simple. Your serum that I have here, maybe the liquid, maybe a stick. And you can have a couple of sticks. It's really easy to, have a couple of shades. I mean, I use my stick also as eyeshadow. If I'm traveling, I don't want to carry a lot of stuff. Maybe a little lip teaser and a lipstick, and you're done.
Oh. And see, this says chocolate chip, so I'm going to resist the urge to put
honey,
this brush anywhere near my mouth. I'm just going
to. Original shades from Fashion Fair.
I love it.
Yes. So with those blushes, we put, a blush, which is chocolate chip, which is a powder, and then we put a cream there, which you're seeing this very nice, I think, kind of a peachy tone.
Yes, ma'am. Oh,
yeah.
Man. That's what I'm talking about.
Got to have fun with the makeup.
This is what I'm talking about. Let's
Don't be afraid of it.
Don't be afraid. That's what I'm talking about. Look, while I'm looking at this Magenta Mist lipstick, I'm going to ask Dr. Ali. Santiago, please, any questions, comments for Desiree Rogers?
Yeah, well, thank you for everything you're doing. My question is attracting a new generation along with holding, the folks who have already been strong supporters of the product. How do you approach that?
Well, that's been the straddle. I mean, people that have used the brand in the past, they are very interested in the shades that they loved and whether or not those shades are coming back. And they want to try, and they've been supporters for a very long time. It's how do we get their daughters in that young generation, to your point. We were recently out with the Black influencers in beauty and talking to them. And we're going to be hiring several of them to provide that message for us and really talk about the newness of the brand and why they love the brand. And so I think it's about introduction. It's about social media. It's about support. It's about being here on this show and talking about the brands and making certain that people are aware of the brand, where they can get it, fashionfair.com, also Sephora, also Macy's. You can go onto our site and you can see where you can pick up the brand because people want to see and feel the brand. And so I think our job is to make certain that they know about it and that they know why it's special. I mean, I think it's special because we only make for brown and black people. And so our ingredients are handpicked and selected for those particular skin tones. And we know that many times we can have oily skin, we can have very sensitive skin. So there's no fragrance in any of these products because that fragrance can aggravate the skin. We also have great ingredients like vitamin C, aloe vera, all those good things, all of those things that are nourishing that keep that skin looking healthy and fresh because sometimes we think black doesn't crack. Well, at some point you got to take care of it, honey.
Yes.
You got to take care of it to have that skin looking good.
Yes, indeed. Dr. Larry Walker, any questions, comments for Desiree Rogers?
Yeah, so congratulations on this new endeavor. And we talked about the Johnsons, and I'm wondering if there's something historical fact that you found out about Fashion Fair, and obviously we know that it's important history that you found out about that you didn't know as you took on this new endeavor.
I think what's shocking and surprising to me that in 1973 approximately, Mrs. Johnson, who had the traveling fashion fair show that many of us know about, it was the place to be, the show to be seen. She had models all across this country traveling and introducing high fashion to towns as small as itty bitty Mississippi or, or as large as Los Angeles and New York. And what she saw is her models were mixing their own makeup. They were actually buying shades and then mixing in brow powder. And so, she thought, well, wow, let me go to the big companies and see if they'll make some darker shades. And none of them wanted to do it at that time. And so what did she do? She created Fashion Fair brand herself. And she sold it in a capsule collection in Ebony magazine. And that was the beginning of history. She was also the first person to put music to fashion shows. So before her, there was no music to a fashion show. Can you imagine? So that was all her vision and her, I would say, just love of the Black culture and really deciding and being courageous and saying, you know what, you guys don't want to do it? I'm going to do it myself.
Yes, indeed. Well, Desiree Rogers, now folks who are looking at this and are now on their computers and on their phones and on their iPads and tablets, they're looking to see where they can buy this. Where should we send them?
Well, actually, you guys have your own site, right? So
Yes.
we should definitely send them to that site. And, if they want to try the products, they're at select Macy's and Sephora's. And you can easily go to fashionfair.com and look, in the store locator, and it will put your zip code in and it will tell you a store near you. But tonight we're supporting you guys.
Yes, indeed. Well, I tell you, daughter of New Orleans, of course, the first African-American social secretary in the White House, the leader of Black Opal, and the reviver of Fashion Fair, along with her comrades, Desiree Rogers. You've certainly... Oh, wait. Did I miss Dr. Carter? You know
Yes,
what? I
you
was saving her
did.
for last because I wanted to get out of the way of the sisters. And guess what? That was Carol to make sure. Thank you, Carol. Look, hey, when I see you, Niambi, do not whip me because I did that on purpose to save you for last. Dr. Niambi Carter,
Okay.
I'm going to be quiet so the two sisters can talk and take us home. Thank you. Thank you, Carol. Please, Niambi, please.
Thank you. Thank you. As a woman of a certain age, Fashion Fair was one of the first brands I ever purchased of makeup on my own. So I'm very happy to see it back. And so I've been on a Black buying spree for makeup for a while. So this is great to be able to add this back to my repertoire. So I wanted to know, are you bringing back any of the vintage colors? So I was an Uptown Brown.
You know
And
what?
so
Guess
are
what?
any of the vintage
You are
colors
in
coming
luck.
back?
You are in luck. We have Uptown Brown. So, honey, we have brought back a number of the new colors. I mean, the vintage colors, the iconic colors, and we'll continue to bring them back. So we've got a wide range of shades in the lipsticks. I think you guys have Magenta Mist. That's one of the earlier shades. Chocolate Raspberry is certainly the most popular shade. So that we continue to sell out of that. And that is a fabulous shade on any skin tone. We have a large series of browns. We have Sepia, which is a great brown with gold flecks. And so I think you're in for a treat. We have mixed in many of the vintage colors with newer shades.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so excited.
Yes, and it's very skin light. So it's a much lighter weight than it once was. It looks great on the skin. And as I said, we worked with a Black dermatologist to make certain that it's also good for the skin. So it's like skincare foundations, no clogging of pores, beautiful matches. If you have freckles, you'll be able to see your freckles through. So it feels very comfortable. I was in DC earlier today, and believe me, that heat was something. But I made it, and I was outside, and my makeup, I think, still looks pretty good.
It looks great.
Yes, a little powder, a little pressed
We don't
powder.
have to search anymore for the vintage colors all over eBay and everywhere else.
No, I wouldn't do that because I don't know how old those are. And, there is an expiration date. So I would check out fashionfair.com and also check out the Unfiltered website for colors. And then you can always just send us a note. What are the colors that you would like to see? What are we missing?
I swear.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again, Carol, for making sure that I didn't mess up there, because that's exactly what I was waiting for, that conversation right there. Y'all done gone about 5 levels deep. Correct me if I'm wrong. Our good friend Juliana Richardson and Larry Crow and other friends of the History Makers noted that you were Queen of the Zulu. Is that true?
I was Queen Zulu twice. Can you believe
Come on
it?
now.
See there? You want some more history? I'm also a descendant of the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. And, may even be somehow related to the Pope. He's from my neighborhood. His people are from my neighborhood. They're saying he's black-ish.
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 I know that's right. Louis Armstrong said it was his lifelong ambition to be the king of the Zulus, and you were the queen of the Zulus twice. So I know, again, thank you for joining us. Thank you for your continued work, not only in Black communities, but really bringing and elevating the best of who we are culturally to the world. And you all make sure you get out here now and continue to take all this stuff off the shelves and buy through the websites. Fashion Fair is back, strong, stronger than ever, projecting into the 21st century. Thank you for joining us, Desiree Rogers. And
well, thank you. And here's to all beauty. Everything beautiful.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The window to invest in Fanbase is closing. We've raised over $10.6 million of our $17 million goal. That means there's room for less than 6,370 people to invest in Fanbase for the average amount. The minimum to invest in Fanbase right now is $399. That makes you an owner in Fanbase today. Go to startengine.com/fanbase to invest. Why? Because current social apps have taken advantage of users for far too long, with content suppression, shadow banning, harmful racist content, and no real tools for monetization and equity. Fanbase has over 1.4 million users and counting, allowing anyone to reach all their following and monetize their content from day one. Social media is the new TV, and whoever owns the apps that distribute that content have the opportunity to own potential billion-dollar companies. While big platforms with uncertain futures are failing to serve their users, Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now, invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the next generation of social media.